When Buddhism crossed the Himalayas into Tibet, it was with the amazing master Guru Rinpoche. Guru Rinpoche's teaching is Dzogchen, widely held to be the highest practice in Tibetan Buddhism. Legend has it there is not 1 square foot of the Tibetan plateau that Guru Rinpoche has not blessed. He pacified all obstacles and allowed the seed of the Buddhist teachings to blossom. At that time, the Dzogchen Valley formed a deep lake where it is said 9 demon brothers lurked. To liberate them, Guru Rinpoche miraculously opened up the north bank of the lake. As the water flushed out the demons, he brought down a rain of boulders to trap them, and these hills can still be seen today. So it was Guru Rinpoche laid the foundation for the founding of Dzogchen Monastery in the 17th century. Pema Rinzin was one of the foremost Dzogchen masters in Tibet and meditation teacher to His Holiness the Great 5th Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama entrusted Pema Rinzin with a prophecy by Guru Rinpoche.
Origin Lonzon Pami San Namjir Wanghu Chenyi the Ji. Donkam Yama Harhus Gidan Ravaga. Goro Dansa Nigerzi Danduchi Gapasu Takub Jindu Chujinda.
Inspired by this, Pema Rinzin set out, and having travelled on foot for many months, arrived at last in eastern Tibet. Stopping to make some tea, Pema Rinzin made an offering and placed the cup on a nearby stone. But, as he watched, an emanation of a Dharma protector in the form of a crow flew down and picked up the cup. After searching for a short time, Pema Rinzin found the offering cup on a stone in Guru Rinpoche's sacred valley. It was on this spot in 1685 that Pema Rinzin founded his monastery. Since its founding, Dzogchen Monastery has remained under the wise guidance of Pema Rinzin's 6 subsequent reincarnations. The concept of reincarnation is central to Buddhist understanding. Buddhists believe that although the physical body must die, the mind stream continues on to be reborn into a new body. This process of rebirth is likened to the flame of a dying butter lamp, lighting a fresh wick. In this way, all living beings experience rebirth, lifetime after lifetime. This is one of the last photographs of the 6th Dzogchen Rinpoche. The small monk standing beside him will grow up to become Gyabje Pema Khalsang Rinpoche. Born into a traditional nomadic family, Pema Khalsang was recognized at the age of 5 as the third incarnation of the highly learned Dzogchen master, Pema Banza, who was in turn the emanation of one of Guru Rinpoche's closest disciples. A few years later, Pema Khalsang was invited to Dzogchen Monastery and began studying with the great Khenpo Yongden Gompo. Pema Khalsang also studied in the serene and beautiful Long Life Retreat Center. During classes, they were often visited by inquisitive wild deer. Gyabje Rinpoche remembers these idyllic days as some of the happiest of his life. At the age of 17, Pema Khalsang was enthroned as the 12th throne holder of Dzogchen Monastery. But soon after, he was taken to the retreat center of Khenpo Thupten Nyendrak to receive 17 long life empowerments, one for each year of his life. These empowerments would soon prove to be nothing less than life-saving. At that very time, this stone, which marks the entrance to the Dzogchen Valley, spontaneously cracked open. Very soon, a fierce storm began sweeping through Tibet. It was a storm that would leave nothing and no one unscathed. One by one, the glow of 6,000 holy lights was completely extinguished. When the sun finally started to break through the clouds, Gyabje Rinpoche began the enormous task of rebuilding Dzogchen Monastery. The first thing that could be rebuilt was the historic Lama Palace. Gyabje Rinpoche worked tirelessly and personally labored on the building work. Slowly, some of the monastic traditions could be revived, beginning with the important tradition of ritual dancing. Finally, after 30 long years, Buddhism could once again return to the Dzogchen Valley. The famous Sheresing Buddhist College was founded in the 19th century by the 4th Dzogchen Rinpoche and the great scholar Gyaltsen Zhenpen Tai. It was most likely the first dedicated college of the Nyingma tradition to be established in 1,000 years. When Gyabje Rinpoche had rebuilt Dzogchen Monastery, he turned his attention to the reconstruction of Sherasing Buddhist College. During the same time, Dzogchen Rinpoche also traveled to many key places around Tibet to inspire the revival of the Buddhist teachings. He was personally invited to the most important monasteries of the Nyingma tradition, including Samye, Mingdroling, Dorji Drak, Chongja Balra, and Jigme Limpa's seat at Seringjong. In these and many other key centers, Dzogchen Rinpoche gave teachings and empowerments, and instructed the monasteries to establish Buddhist colleges of their own. He personally offered whatever funds he could to help with new construction projects, and also arranged to send trained teachers from Dzogchen when facilities became ready. In this way, throughout Tibet, Dzogchen Rinpoche single-handedly helped to re-establish the core traditions of Tibetan Buddhism, which was so crucial in those early years of revival.
Radam Kangar Hyogni Rarvi, the Pamitan, the Herji Pawant.
Deep in the heart of the Dzogchen Valley is the Lotus Ground. It is named after Guru Rinpoche, the lotus-born, who spent much time here meditating. Legend tells he miraculously blessed the valley by raining down medicinal fruit. These seeds can still be found today, preserved in the glacial ice. Later, the Lotus Ground became the teaching center of Dzogchen Rinpoche's two previous incarnations, the great Khenpo Pema Banza and Khenpo Dechok Dorji. Once the monastery and college were both fully restored, Dzogchen Rinpoche re-established the site as the Lotus Ground Retreat Center. Taking up residence, Dzogchen Rinpoche made it his main center for the teaching of Dzogchen meditation. During this time, the sacred Tibetan landscape also once again became filled with holy features. Hundreds of thousands of carved mantra stones now adorn the lush valleys. These stones are believed to bring the blessings of profound mantras out into the world. Mantras also form the heart of every prayer wheel. As they spin, the blessings of the mantras inside are believed to be invoked. Spinning a hand prayer wheel while reciting mantras makes for a simple but meaningful spiritual practice. One of the most recognizable motifs of the Tibetan sacred landscape are prayer flags. By harnessing the wind element, the mantras and prayers printed on flags are recited, sending their blessings far and wide. It is said that those who hang prayer flags are also recipients to these gusts of merit, which continuously float their way. Following decades of tireless effort, Dzogchen Rinpoche now dedicates more of his time to silent retreat. Many of the original temples of Dzogchen Monastery have now been rebuilt and expanded. On important dates in the lunar calendar, large ritual gatherings are held in Dzogchen Monastery. These are often presided over by the throne holder, the seventh incarnation of Dzogchen Rinpoche, as well as many other of the monastery's most senior lamas. Even the most intricate and profound rituals of the Nyingma tradition are skillfully conducted by Dzogchen's experienced monastic community. These often involve secret ritual items, which must remain behind closed curtains. Today is the finale of a 7-day-long gathering. This is marked by an elaborate fire offering ceremony. As with most Tibetan Buddhist practices, all the features and costumes of this ritual are symbolic. Among the highlights of Dzogchen Monastery's annual events are the renowned ritual dances. Many traditional dances actually originated in Dzogchen Monastery with the 5th Dzogchen Rinpoche. Rinpoche saw the likenesses and movements of each deity in visions and had masks made accordingly. Soon in monasteries throughout Tibet, Dzogchen Rinpoche's visions were brought to life. Strictly speaking, ritual dancing is not considered to be a form of entertainment, but a dynamic embodiment of enlightened perception. Each performer tries to visualize that they actually are the deity they represent, and dance within the enlightened realm of the deity's universe. Historically, Sheresing College set the standard for a number of other major monastic colleges that followed in the region. These include the colleges of Dzongsa, Gatok, and Payal, with Sheresing initially providing both teachers and a full curriculum. The college is named after one of the original Dzogchen masters, Sheresing Ha, who, according to legend, miraculously appeared here and left an imprint upon the stone he rested on. These days, Sheresing Buddhist College continues to attract the highest caliber of scholars and students. As the summer term begins, so do the daily debating sessions. In debate, theoretical study is reinforced by rigorous questioning. The standing monk tries to challenge his debate partner with rapid-fire questions, while the seated opponent is expected to defend his understanding of the scriptures. Such training requires students to quickly access their extensive learning, and thereby produces very sharp minds. This blossoming of much enlightened activity in Sheresing College was prophesied by the great treasurer Vila, Pema Namdro Lingpa.
Churdi Hera Sangha ye Manjik Sangi Chumchogotang, Bami Tukcher Bamin San, Pagit Mon Dap Dansan. Jartan Jedang Hebjag Gelagyandan Nimmerhi.
Today is the anniversary of the Buddha's first teaching, and in Sheresing Buddhist College, a once-in-a-lifetime ceremony is about to be held. Dzogchen Rinpoche is about to be enthroned as an all-presiding master of Dzogchen. This honor has only ever been awarded once in the history of Sheresing College, to its founding master, Gelsi Zhenpen Tai. This title is the highest of 10 levels of qualification and acknowledges full mastery of the Buddhist teachings. Beyond this, an all-presiding master needs to have actualized the truth of the Buddhist path and be rich in enlightened qualities. Actually, Dzogchen Rinpoche has long demonstrated these outstanding qualities, but despite continuing requests, he has been too humble to accept the title until now. He gives a moving acceptance speech. I have been asked many times to accept the title of All-Presiding Master, the highest of honors. Many learned masters have made the request, and prophecies have come true. So, after much consideration, I have decided I should happily accept the title as an auspicious and meaningful gesture. For my part, I know myself. I'm just an ordinary person. I was recognized as an incarnate Lama a few months after birth. At the age of 8, I became a monk and began to study the scriptures. From the time I was 16, many terrible events occurred, including violent storms and obstacles on the path. But basically, from the age of 13 to this my 70th year, I have been protecting and promoting the Buddha's teachings with my entire being. In the history of Sheresing College, I am the first to receive this title in nearly 200 years. But there have certainly been other masters much more worthy, just like my holy teacher, Khenpo Yongden Gompo. My qualities do not begin to compare to his. But regardless of personal consideration, I sincerely hope that by accepting this title, it may help to promote the Buddha's teachings, if only by just a little. I dedicate this honor to all the masters of the Dzogchen lineage, including my gracious root lamas, my sutra teacher Pema Tsewang, my tantra teacher Yongden Gompo, and the sixth Dzogchen Rinpoche, Jigdro Shanchop Dorji. We have been separated now for over 50 years, but today finally completes the ultimate test of my training. So, as a sincere offering of practice, I am honored to offer this achievement to all of you. To celebrate this very special day, a large feast offering is held. This will be shared out later for everyone to enjoy. A demonstration of debate concludes the day's events. One of the many activities that has earned Dzogchen Rinpoche his title of All Presiding Master is his unparalleled work in many regions of Tibet. This time, Dzogchen Rinpoche has been invited to Minyak Gongchen near Lagong. To receive Dzogchen Rinpoche's blessings in person is an opportunity no one wants to miss. The following day, teachings begin for the monastic community. Dzogchen Rinpoche gives profound teachings on Dzogchen meditation, which covers the entire path to enlightenment. teachings on meditation often begin by highlighting the importance of living a moderate and moral life, and not getting caught up in selfish or materialistic pursuits. Kindness and compassion are also explained as being the key to enjoying a happy and meaningful life. Dzogchen meditation recognizes the true nature of our mind, which is naturally pure and enlightened. At the end of the month's teachings, the host monastery holds an offering ceremony in Dzogchen Rinpoche's honor. He is presented with many offerings, which include scriptures, brocade, and ritual instruments. To mark the occasion, a group photograph is taken. Then, to consecrate the site, Dzogchen Rinpoche leads the monastic community on a full circuit of the monastery grounds. On the final day of his visit, Dzogchen Rinpoche grants an empowerment for both the monastic and lay communities. First to receive the empowerment are Dzogchen Rinpoche's closest students, which include many important lamas and teachers. When they have received the full empowerment, they then assist Dzogchen Rinpoche in giving it to the large crowd in attendance. Many people have traveled from neighboring regions to receive the empowerment today. One by one, everyone eventually gets to receive the empowerment. Early the next morning, a motorcade of over 50 vehicles accompanies Dzogchen Rinpoche on his return journey to Dzogchen Monastery. Arriving in Dzogchen, many turn out to welcome him home. After 1 month away, Dzogchen Rinpoche finally arrives home in the Lotus Ground. Back in the lotus ground, summer is in full bloom, and it's the perfect time to visit some of Dzogchen's many sacred pilgrimage sites. Making pilgrimage to important sacred places blesses the pilgrim and helps to inspire spiritual practice. The Dzogchen Valley is recognized as the main pilgrimage place in eastern Tibet of Guru Rinpoche's enlightened qualities. It is often described as being a true pure realm on earth. In fact, Guru Rinpoche himself said that anyone who so much as sets foot in the Dzogchen Valley will never again fall down to the lower realms. Often reaching a sacred site can literally be a breathtaking experience, but the scriptures teach that any difficulties or hardships encountered on pilgrimage actually help to purify negative karma. Overlooking the Dzogchen Valley, the Long Life Retreat Center has been a place of spiritual practice and attainment for hundreds of years. Here in simple hermitages and caves, practitioners dwell in peaceful meditation, sometimes devoting their entire lives to retreat. Living in beautiful natural surroundings provides the perfect environment for developing meditative concentration. Higher up the valley is a waterfall whose majestic roar echoes the resounding fame of Dzogchen Monastery. Rainbows have a very special meaning in the Dzogchen tradition. Last century, in the Lotus Ground, no less than 13 meditators attained full enlightenment. They accomplished something unique to the Dzogchen tradition, known as the rainbow body. This astonishing accomplishment is said to transform the physical body into pure rainbow light. Nearby is this amazing footprint, left in what appears to be solid rock. Although somewhat hard to believe, this phenomena is by no means a rarity in Tibet, and many such examples can be found around the Dzogchen Valley. In Buddhism, the true nature of all things is considered to be empty. When masters realize this illusory nature, they are no longer bound by mundane physical rules, so seemingly impossible feats can become a reality. Another miraculous sight in the Dzogchen Valley is this Buddha image. Although deities are often carved in stone, the outline of this particular Buddha is said to have appeared spontaneously. Alongside are other hand-carved Buddhas and deities, which, having been consecrated, also provide inspiration and blessing. Representations of Buddhas are ubiquitous in Tibetan Buddhism. Statues, both large and small, serve as an important focus for devotion, and if consecrated properly, even a new statue can become holy. Before a statue can be consecrated, it first needs to be carefully filled with precious and ritual items. First, the symbolic central channel of the statue is placed inside. This is followed by small rolls of printed mantras, as well as mandalas, saffron, and other precious substances. These items are believed to hold the blessings inside the statue. This summer, Guru Rinpoche returns once again to Dzogchen and his sacred lotus ground. Of course, even larger statues require equally detailed preparation. This red sandalwood trunk will form the central channel inside the statue. Mantras associated with Guru Rinpoche are inscribed along its length, corresponding to the main chakra centers. When everything is prepared, the consecration items are ritually blessed. These include large numbers of printed mantras, which will be enshrined within the statue. Within the crown of the statue, the most holy items are enshrined, including an actual relic of Buddha Shakyamuni. A line symbolizes the connection between the heart of the statue and the heart of the consecrating master. The main consecration ceremony is focused on invoking the blessings of Guru Rinpoche. Buddhists believe if consecration is performed correctly, a statue will become truly holy. It is meditative concentration, however, that is the real key to actually invoking Guru Rinpoche. Since the Lotus Ground Retreat Center was founded, Dzogchen Rinpoche's summer program has trained tens of thousands of students. Even before dawn, dedicated retreatants are beginning their meditations. First classes start early and continue throughout the morning. Monks and nuns are given both theoretical and practical instructions on how to practice Dzogchen meditation. Usually the afternoon is a time for group practice, but every few days a larger event takes place, such as a ritual gathering or empowerment. In the presence of great masters, it is taught those who receive empowerments are sometimes able to experience glimpses of true realization. As dusk gathers, the day concludes with the emotive sound of ritual drums echoing from the temple.
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्.
As the Lotus Ground Retreat Center continues to grow, more and more people attend its annual Offering with Bodhicitta ritual gathering. This gathering is dedicated to world peace and universal compassion, and this year almost 10,000 monks and nuns are in attendance. Making offerings to the monks and nuns is a key part of ritual gatherings. One of this year's offerings is a scripture case, which has been produced by the Lotus Ground especially for the occasion. Recordings and transcriptions of Dzogchen Rinpoche's latest teachings are also distributed by hard-working volunteers. After the gathering is over, many visitors are eager to visit some of the sacred pilgrimage sites around the Dzogchen Valley. One of the most famous of Dzogchen's holy pilgrimage sites is this cave where Patrul Rinpoche retreated for many years. Despite being relatively inaccessible, Patrul Cave is another important destination for pilgrimage. Sitting on this very spot, Patrul Rinpoche practiced the advanced Dzogchen meditation of Toga. From this amazing vantage point, another of Guru Rinpoche's sacred retreat places is clearly visible. It is recorded that Guru Rinpoche meditated for several months in this lofty cave. Today, Mura Rinpoche is just completing this very steep pilgrimage. From nesting sites in this sacred cliff, vultures can sometimes be seen flying over to the charnel ground above the Dzogchen Valley. It is Tibetan custom for people to make one final act of generosity by offering their discarded body to the birds. With firm belief in reincarnation, Tibetans have little attachment to an abandoned corpse. People say they can sometimes see these birds circling in the sky just before someone is about to pass away. Above the charnel ground is this turquoise lake of pristine glacial water. From within its waters, one of Guru Rinpoche's hidden treasures was revealed last century. Overlooking a second lake is Guru Rinpoche's main retreat cave, and an important destination for many devoted pilgrims. Not far from the cave, we find this amazingly clear footprint in the cliff face. It was left by the 6th Dzogchen Rinpoche when he was still a boy. Also, alongside the pilgrimage trail are these boulders that are said to have once held revealed treasures. Treasures are believed to be holy objects and teachings that Guru Rinpoche himself hid away for later generations of his students to discover. The highest of the 3 turquoise lakes is almost 5,000 meters above sea level. Even in summer it would be a challenge to stay at such elevation overnight. But Patrul Rinpoche actually lived here, under this simple rocky shelter, for many years in retreat. Inside the cave, the master practiced making hundreds of thousands of mandala offerings. This stone was used as the mandala base, and Patrul Rinpoche made so many offerings, he polished the surface completely smooth. Beside the cave is this path leading up the cliff face. Legend tells this is the symbolic approach to the pure realm of Guru Rinpoche. If pilgrims can successfully climb the path, it is said they will be reborn in Guru Rinpoche's pure realm. Guru Rinpoche is undoubtedly the spiritual father of this profoundly Buddhist land. In fact, it is impossible to overestimate his tremendous influence upon Tibet. Returning from pilgrimage back to the lotus ground, Dzogchen Rinpoche is giving his final set of teachings for the summer. This year he is giving instructions on how to realize the pure realm of great bliss. This teaching is particularly suitable for lay Buddhists, as it is straightforward and easy to practice in everyday life. Simply speaking, pure realm practice involves meditating on a pure vision of the world. In this world, everyone and everything is pure and enlightened. This experience is developed gradually through familiarization and meditation. In Buddhist belief, our fundamental nature is considered to already be enlightened. Therefore, the goal of pure realm practice is to change our mundane perception so we may perceive the true nature of reality. The stronger the practitioner's conviction that they really are part of an enlightened universe, the closer they will be to actually realizing the truth of this experience. Of course, true realization can only be discovered through deep and profound meditation. With all these teachings in mind, the assertion that Dzogchen actually is a pure realm may not sound quite so far-fetched. And if we are to believe the Masters, then Guru Rinpoche is forever alive in this pure realm. All we need to do to receive his powerful blessings is turn our mind towards his.